Hey guys, I'm going to be doing my next review on this movie. It's a Joan Crawford movie, and it's directed by William Castle, who directed The Tingler, House on Haunted Hill. He was involved in Rosemary's Baby, Mr. Sardonicus, 13 Goes, Homicidal, and this film. It's relatively unknown. People, when you think of Joan Crawford, you don't think of this movie, and this movie is Strait-Jacket. Now, this was one of Joan Crawford's last films. Actually, she didn't. I think she only made a couple more after this, but they weren't like popular. This movie also features Diane Baker, and she was in Marnie, and she was also in Silence of the Lambs. It was written by Robert Bloch, who wrote the novel Psycho. It's really all the famous people in this movie. Joan Crawford plays a woman named Lucy Harbin. And what happens is she returns home early from a trip that she made, and she finds her husband and this other lady in bed. And so she ends up taking an axe and kills them both. And then she has to spend 20 years in a mental institution. And her daughter had witnessed her murdering these two people. Well, then it's 20 years later, and she's getting released from the mental institution, and her daughter is now 20 years older. She's 23. And she's going to go live with her brother, Joan Crawford. And then all of a sudden, while she's free, these axe murders start happening again. And she can't. You're not really sure if she's doing it or not. But then, the surprise shock ending at the very end of the movie. I won't give it away. But it's pretty kind of scary. I mean, when I first saw it, I saw it when I was like 7. I thought I was really terrified of this film. Mainly, there's this one part where she's in bed and she finds the two severed heads in the bed with her, and that scared me to death. Um, Again, I love the trailer for this movie because it says, "Please do not reveal the surprise shock ending." And as you know, with all of William Castle's movies, he also had like a gimmick. Like with The Tingler, he had Recepto, I think, where he had these vibrators under the seats. House on Haunted Hill, he had a skeleton flying around in a theater. In, I think it was Homicidal, he had these cards that you would give. They were like boo cards, and if you didn't like it, if you were scared, you would give this back to the box office and they would give you your money back. I think they were like chicken cards. And, let me see. I'm not sure what the gimmick was for this film. I can't remember what it was. Um, Gosh, I can't remember. I'm not even sure if this one even had a gimmick. But it is a pretty decent movie. I mean, when William Castle made this, he was intending it to be like an A movie, but it was a B movie, but Joan Crawford gives an A performance. And this really did jumpstart Joan Crawford's career, because everybody knew who Joan Crawford was after this, because everybody knew who William Castle was. So, he did jumpstart her career a little bit. And when she was making this movie, she was the chairman of Pepsi Cola. And this is one of the movies where she like puts advertisements of the company in the movie just like nonchalant, or you know just you know just to put it there. And there's a scene in the kitchen where she's talking to, I believe it's her daughter, and you find a case of Pepsi Cola sitting on the counter. There's nothing else on the counter. It's just a case of Pepsi Cola sitting on the counter. And that's just really it's kind of funny. But she really did love Pepsi while she was the campaign, while she was the head of the company. I mean, she advertised it everywhere. And the only reason she was chairman was because her husband, Alfred Steele, was the chairman, but he died. Um, This is a really good movie. I mean, I'll give this a 3 out of 5, considering it is a William Castle picture and it was made kind of cheap. But what really saved this movie was Joan Crawford and Diane Baker. I mean, without them, I don't think the movie would be as popular as it was. I mean, this isn't William Castle's best remembered picture. His best remembered is probably The House on Haunted Hill or maybe The Tingler. But it's a good movie. I mean, it won't necessarily probably scare you anymore unless you're a little kid. But I mean, it's enjoyable to watch. With the corny effects. But I mean, see this movie if you're interested in B movie type horror from the '60s, or if you're a William Castle fan or Joan Crawford fan and you just haven't seen this yet. Watch this film. It's a good film.